Hello, everyone. Welcome to a session with Manu where you are going to learn another very simple, very easy, and yet extremely delicious dish. So, today we are going to learn some South Indian dishes, and the first one is going to be Appe or Paniyaram. So, for Appe or Paniyaram, the first thing that you need is semolina or suji. We would need 2 cups of semolina. I'll show you. This is half cup. That makes it 1 cup. One and a half. And that's 2 cups. Now, this is semolina. Semolina is suji, or you also call it rava. It's processed, super processed wheat, but it's very different from our all-purpose flour or maida. The consistency is a little grainy here. Like maida is a very smooth powder, all-purpose flour that you use for your baking purposes. That is extremely smooth. Now this here is quite grainy, and this is a wheat product. So yes, it is not gluten-free, and yet it's a very, very versatile ingredient. Now to this, we need to this 2 cups rava, and then we need to add curd to it, yogurt, plain yogurt to it. So the proportion will always remain 2:1. 1 cup of yogurt and 2 cups of semolina. Now, since this yogurt is pretty thick, I would need to add some water. Now, I'm not going to give you a measure of the water because it depends on the quality of the semolina as to how much water it is going to soak. So every brand which makes semolina gives it a different size, gives the grains a different size, and according to that, they have their soaking up capacity. So first we need to make a paste which has to be very smooth, and then we have to rest it for around 10 minutes to allow the semolina grains to swell up. Now this is a very smooth paste. A little more water is required. If I were to give you a ballpark figure, it would be around 1 to 1.5 cups of water. I'll give it a good mix. We have not added any ingredients to it as yet. And now this has to be given a rest for 10 minutes. It's going to thicken a lot more in 10 minutes. And then we will see how much water is required to make a smooth paste out of it. So I'm just going to put this aside and be back with you in 10 minutes. So this is what the semolina and yogurt batter looks like after 15 minutes. It's thick, so we need to thin it just a little bit. I'm going to add some water to it. We don't want it too runny. This has to remain of a thickish consistency, not flowy, but not lumpy either. A little more water. See, it's not lumpy, it's not runny. It is just flowing enough. Now to this, we need to add some vegetables and some give it some flavor. So for the flavor, first I'm going to add some coriander leaves. Add some heat. I'm going to add some green chilies, chopped green chilies. Then I'm going to add some onions, around half a cup of onions. Then three kinds of bell peppers, yellow ones. You can use any one that you have handy. This is just to, enjoy the gorgeous colors. Three kinds of bell peppers and some salt. I'm not going to add any red chili powder because I've already added green chilies. Give it a good mix. Now you can add carrots, you can add beans. There is no restriction to the vegetables that you can put in. I felt like using bell peppers today, so I'm using them. I also have some carrots and beans handy. Let me get those as well. So these are finely chopped carrots. I'm adding some for the bite. Okay, so our batter is ready. Now we need to, now this is an Appe pan. This is a normal frying pan with cavities. And this comes in very handy when you don't want to deep fry your food. This is called an Everlisker pan and it is available globally. So I would suggest that you invest in a pan like this. This is usually made with cast iron, or you can have one made in aluminium, which is powder coated. There is a lot that you can do with this. Now, I am going to sprinkle some sesame seeds in each of the cavity. This has to be really quick or my seeds will start burning. Doesn't matter if any cavity has more or less than the others. Now, very crucial step. This is baking powder, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon to this batter just so that it lightens up. So here goes. Now I'm not going to add the batter to the three center ones because the sesame seeds in here have already burned. I was not quick enough, so I will have to remove them. So the burnt ones have been removed. I'm going to add some fresh ones. So these Appe pans, they come in various sizes and various numbers. So sometimes I cook in a pan which has just 7 cavities. So that's a lot easier to manage. Now this needs to be covered for, for a couple of minutes. And now I'll grab a fork or the back of a spoon to check on these. Here you will have to monitor the heat. I've flipped one. I'll see if another one is ready to be flipped. The best part about using an Appe pan is that you can feed many people at the same time. And you can also make these ahead and keep. These center ones are already getting burnt. So now I'm going to take my basting brush and shake off the excess oil, and very gently I'm going to baste oil over these. Not too much. Like this. So I'm going to change the place so that they can cook evenly. And trust me, it's not difficult at all.
Are you just making sure they don't stick to the bottom or burn?
No, I want them to crisp up.
Okay.
They will not stick. This is almost non-stick. These will never stick. So I'm just making sure that I'm basting so that they can crisp up a bit.
Okay.
I'm not scared of them getting stuck at all. Because that's not the nature of this pan. So with one batch, I get 12 appes. And if you're serving it as a snack, then 2 or 3 appe per person. You can feed up to 3 or 4 people with just one batch. So let's check. Now look at this.
Yum.
Yum. Yeah. So I'll switch off the heat. Give this one a little taste test. I'm going to taste this one. Mm.
Mm. Stop it. I can taste it.
Yeah, it's really good.
You
Mm.
really have to trust your pans and other equipment, don't you?
Yes.
Are they very expensive?
No, this is about 12 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not expensive at all. That's why I ask everybody to invest in this. It's not that I don't add any oil to it. If I want, I can make them oil free also. But then they will not taste as good. So these are appes and they have to be eaten with a tomato chutney, which we are going to make very shortly. So our appes are ready. They're golden, they're crunchy, they're full of nutrition and so delicious. So thank you everyone for having me, and I will be back with more such easy recipes very soon. Bye bye. Hope you make these and enjoy